What it is, y'all? It is your old boy Pilk, and welcome to another month. It is now July, and we've got to do our first of the month video. Now, little fair warning here, I am actually recording this on the 30th of June, but, well, the same basic effect follows. Now, the first of each month, there's a really important thing you need to do each and every time, and a lot of you that have done summons this month, you may not even be aware you need to do this. So let's go ahead and do this together. First things first, what we're going to do is we're going to go up here to this little gear icon, and we're going to go to inventory, okay? The little icon right up here. I'll do this one more time. Little gear icon right there at the top. Bam. And inventory. And we're going to go to bond, okay? Now, in here will be every single bond that you've accumulated over since basically the last time you purged these. Now, what I like to do is I like to go over to the little button over there that says sell multiple items. Okay? When you get in here, you can actually sell all 2, 3, and 4 stars that are surplus. Now, even if you don't want to sell all of your surplus 4 stars, you can actually go over here and just choose, if you want to do 2 stars, 3 stars, so on and so forth. And you can actually choose to select all. Now, you cannot select all 4 stars. It won't let you do that. Which is good news, it won't let you, mess up your account. But if I uncheck 4 stars, so I sell all the 2 stars, it'll tell me, boom, 317 seiros. Or, I can actually do sell all for both 3 stars and 2 stars. 2,000. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Bada bing, bada boom. Good stuff. Now all that's left in my account are the 4 stars, and yes, I do have a few bonds that I still need to put into some units, and some that I'm even considering selling, because they're frankly units I'm probably never honestly going to use again. But, irrelevant. What do we do with the seiros that we have just accumulated? Now, to go back and talk about this, if we go in here in a bond, you'll see that the kind of white gems now, I've got 2,000 of those bad boys. The black gems, that's dupe. And you only get dupe when you go to sell a 4-star bond. So let's go ahead and try to sell Leafia here. And if I were to add one more to her, you'll see that it gives me 50 more seiros, but it gives me 10 more dupe. What do you do with these gems? Well, I'm not going to actually sell that bond yet. I might actually do it shortly, but not yet. What do you do with these bonds? Well, very simply put, if we go in here to the shop, we go to the seiros and dupe exchange. That's the middle option right here. You'll be able to exchange all of that seiros that you've accumulated this month for, first things first, 3-star and 2-star tickets. I do recommend doing this. It is 600 seiros to get all of them, but it is well worth, because remember, you can pull a 4-star out of these bad boys. Other than that, I recommend coming down here and grabbing CP items. Grab CP items like crazy. One of the first things I like to go for are the dungeon cakes, simply because so many units use the dungeon cake and the dungeon sandwiches. It's very worth. Okay. I also like the big bouquets. Those are really good. The Book of Knowledge is basically what Bell and Haruhime use, but so few units use those, I just find the bouquets a little bit better, personally. That's my flavor. Basically, you want to do this as often as you can during the month as you're doing summons, because for every 2-star, 3-star that you expunge, you're going to be able to come in here and just grab some CP items. I'm going to go ahead and grab these just basic dungeon sandwiches, and then I'm also going to grab all the single flowers, and that's going to leave ever so slightly much left over. You'll also notice there's Rarios, so there's 3 basic things in here. There's dungeon sandwiches and dungeon cakes. Those go to one type of unit. Books of Nobility and Books of Knowledge, those go to a different type of unit. Big bouquets and single flowers, those go to a different type of unit. And souvenirs. Souvenirs are for all your crossovers. Now, I made it a point, my goal this month was to max out the souvenirs as much as possible, because I'm lacking a lot of stuff for my crossover units. And if you don't quite understand what we're doing here, you'll get it here in just a moment. But it is worth noting this is why you do this, and you need to select yours very carefully. Unfortunately, this month I've just left a little bit here on the table. I would need another 2,000, I believe, seiros to get all this. So I've not done that many summons, for better or worse. So there's a thing. Now, that is the silver gems, the white gems, the seiros up there. Now, dupe is a whole other thing. Dupe or dulb or however you pronounce it. That stuff right here, you could exchange for prison bonds. If you've basically get 100, you can do an adventure prison bond. And if you get 150, you can get an assist prison bond. Now, what's the basic difference here? Well, obviously the adventure prison bond works for an adventurer. The assist prison bond works for an assist. Remember when we were selling Leafy early and you get 10 dupe? You get 10 dupe basically just for every 4-star you sell. So that's 10 4-stars. This is 15. It's expensive, but a prison bond will let you do a free limit break on any non-time limited unit in the game. I think my hat's lopsided. I'm looking kind of weird here, but whatever. It's fine. Moving on. You could also get a 4-star ticket, but I really don't think that's wise. I would rather save for the prison bond. It won't take you very long. So, why do we do this? Well, the number one reason we do this is go over here and we go to the character list, is you want to be increasing the CP levels of all your characters here. Basically, the CP levels, this is a quick upgrade for each and every unit you've got here. Now, case in point, I've got Haruhime up here. She's kind of my top unit at the moment. And you'll see as you increase levels, CP level 2 gave her 10 agility, and you got 5 iris at CP level 3. CP level 4 gave me 8 dex. CP level 5 gave me 5 more iris. So on and so forth. As you start adding, it really compounds. So level 34 is 5 magic, level 35 is 5 strength, level 36 is 5 HP, level 37 is 5 more HP. Oh, I'm sorry, MP. Thought that sounded weird. MP. So basically, this is a great way to upgrade your units and make them a little bit stronger. Ever gone up against somebody in Wargame and your units looked evenly matched, but they were just hammering you like just to death? Probably because their CP was significantly higher. Now, that's why we came in here and bought this. So, if I go down here to Haruhime and I want to get her up to level 4, I can go to CP rewards, and it tells me that 6,100 is what I need to get her to level 45. That's fairly expensive. I've got quite a few units down here at the bottom, especially like my crossovers. Alicia. So she's a level 4. It's only 28 CP to get her up to the next level. So let's go ahead and increase Alicia. I like getting everyone up to at least like level 20 as much as possible. Now, how do you know which CP item to use? Remember, we bought dungeon sandwiches, we bought dungeon cakes, we bought single flowers, we bought big bouquets, all that kind of stuff. Well, it'll tell you right here, there's a little heart next to what she wants. Now, you'll notice that the dungeon sandwich, the book of knowledge, those only count for 100 CP. Single flower counts for 200 because that's what she prefers. But if I go down here to big bouquet counts for 400. So single flower is the small, big bouquet is the big. It's really pretty self-explanatory. Lopsided hat is going to make me crazy. It really is. What is up with that tonight? Anyway, dungeon cake, same deal. Dungeon cake and book of nobility are now 200. Pretty straightforward stuff. Now, the Val Bouquets are an interesting situation. These are custom CP items that we get out of the exchange for the current event. Make sure you get every single one of these and you farm them all up. They work a little bit differently. This one's specialized for Elise. So if I go up here and grab Elise, where is mine? I think she's up here. A little further towards the top. A little higher than I thought. Good old Crunchyroll Hime. There she is. So if I go to offer her a present, and I go down here, you see she wants single flowers as well, which would be good, because once the event's gone and I need to increase her CP, I can do that. But if I go down here and do the Val Bouquet, it goes from 5 CP up to 500. So I'm just going to go ahead and give her all of those. Bam! Let's see what this gave us. That took her up to level 29. So we got 12 strength, 10 iris, 3 endurance. Pretty straightforward stuff. Now, that's not the only thing either. If I go over here to the guild, It didn't do it that time, but you know what? We're going to go ahead and do it for Alicia. Bam. So I'm going to go ahead and go to offer present, and I'm going to give her big bouquets, and I'm going to get her up to get her up to 5,000 CP, which is level, what, 15? Yeah, level 15. Bam. So we got 5 Iris, 50 HP. More town dialogue, 5 more Iris, 10 MP, 5 more Iris. More town dialogue and strength 12, 5 more Iris. See, that adds up real quickly. Magic 12, more Iris, more endurance, and then at level 15 you get hero fauna. But level 15, level 30, and maybe even level 50, I don't remember exactly, but it gives you it gives you hero fauna, which is super, super handy. But notice all that Iris that I got. Another thing we can look at, if we go over here to guild right now, we go to total. Now, because the CP levels have gone up, I now have 90 units at CP level 13, so I'll get 10 Iris for that. 90 units at CP level 14, 10 Iris for that. So on and so forth, all the way up to level 20. So that is going to be a super handy thing. If you're looking for ways to farm Iris, CP levels are like the best way to do it. Hands down. No questions asked. So, hope it makes a little bit more sense now if this is your first time seeing that. I need loading screen. I need you to go away, please. So, pretty straightforward stuff. It's a quick way to farm Iris. It's a quick way to upgrade your units. Yada, yada, yada. There's so many reasons to do it. But there's one more thing to consider when you're doing this. If you go back into shop, and we go into the event units exchange down here, the event units exchange, you can go ahead and exchange for all these 3-star and even the 4-star exchange units. Now, the 4-star exchange units, unlike the summonable units, will not give you due. But if I go down here and I grab Mikoto and I just grab 3 of her, boom, 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 maxes out what I've got, I can actually then go back up here to inventory, go to bond. Let's go find Mikoto. Where is she at? There she is, level S in Mikoto. I could sell all of hers, and that instantly gives me another 150 seiros to play with. So, pretty straightforward stuff. You basically almost exchange, because I've already got all those units maxed out, so I don't need any more of those units. So, to show one more time, we go into shop, you go to special exchange, go to event unit exchange, and just use all those exchange tickets to grab a unit in here and sell. That's if you've got these units maxed out. I have all these units completely maxed, so it doesn't matter to me. It's just a quick way to get a little bit more seiros and get a few more CP. Now, I would check this throughout the month. I wouldn't just do it at the beginning of the month. I'd check it periodically during the month. Otherwise, you will run into some problems eventually where you're like, oh crap, I've got 2,000 CP and I've got nothing to do with it. But if you've never done this before, it is well worth paying attention to. We do this the first of every month, and we make sure that we basically get our tickets, make sure that we get as much seiros as we can, and make sure that we get items for the units we're trying to upgrade. Go grab your items, get your Iris, get your units upgraded, and be better at the game. Now, the one thing I haven't shown you yet, and that's really, really, really important, I've only shown you the bell side. It is worth noting that you can also go hit the little refresh button up here at the top, go to the eyes and, in fact, the Leafia sides of town. Go back down here to character list, and you'll notice my Haruhime is back down to level 30. Air is now up or down. She's level 35, 45 in the other way, I think. I don't remember now. Anyway, she's at a different level. There is a different CP stack for each type. Bell has one, Eyes has one, Leafia has one. And if I go in here to Haruhime, let's see what she needs. She needs 5,300 to get her up to the next level. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Boom, boom. I can go down here and grab Books of Nobility. And let's just give her 80,000. Okay. That's good enough right there. That's half of them. Bam. Gets her up to the next level. She's now level 39. I give 5 more MP. All of these stack. Bell has a stack. Leafia has a stack. Eyes has a stack. And you can get every unit in here up to level 50. So make sure you're taking advantage of that. Make sure you're taking distinct advantage of that. If you've already maxed out Bell, go max out the Leafia and the Eyes CP lists. They do stack. They all add up. We tested this out time and again. I know people want to think that there's no possible way that that's actually a thing. It is very much a thing. So go in here, upgrade your units, guys. Get your free Iris. Let me know what you guys thought of the video. Once again, beginning of the month, we're going to do this every month because every video is somebody's first video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Follow my bourbon. I don't have a booker anymore, but I will catch you guys on the next one. So long as you hit the subscribe button, that helps. And notifications. Do that too. It's a good thing to do. It's an important thing to do. Story and I'm sticking to it.